What up, guys, and welcome back to part 10 of the Thorgrim Grudgebearer campaign we have going together. We left off with Groth Hogmog being attacked by the Bleak Coast Buccaneers, Black Buckthorn. So we're going to get into this battle and see what we could do against them. It's going to be a tough one, but I think we can hold out. Groth Hogmog was caught out at sea by Black Buckthorn and his throng of dwarves. This battle here is really determined by the artillery on both sides. Can I inflict enough damage on them, and will they inflict enough damage on us? We have superior range in our artillery, and eventually I will shift out of these tight formations, but dwarves naturally stand very close together even if they are spread out. Like, you can see how tight they are. So organ guns, pretty good at taking out dwarves. Our boys are ready. Our dwarf warriors are ready to fight. Got some slayers holding the edges. Some hidden miners going to try and come out and do some damage. We're going to send some shots their way very soon as they advance. So you can see there goes a couple hammers. I'm trying to pick on some of their good units. Specifically iron breakers and hammers, as they're worth the most in terms of balance of power as well. I probably should have been focusing the organ guns looking back on this. You can see the artillery coming in here, taking out a few of them. Rounds pouring in. Good damage being done right now. I was pretty happy at this point. And then the organ guns start firing. And I was, yeah. The penetrative power of that is incredible. I will eventually adjust my lines to avoid that, but I definitely set myself up in a manner that wasn't suitable for artillery. That's a big problem with the dwarves. They have no mobility, and once I saw that I was nervous and I decided, alright, giant slayers. Groth sent his giant slayers outside, see if he can get around, but they have slayers as well, so our slight speed advantage here won't mean anything if they're covering their flanks with their slayers. You can see my lines are now shifting so as to try and avoid being destroyed. And I changed my target to the actual organ guns themselves, trying to destroy a few of them. But our grudge stories just aren't meant to be doing this. Like, good damage is being done, sure, but... And now our quarrelers are going to start firing, but it's not going to do too much. Did a good amount of damage to the Slayer unit here, but they have no armor, so that's the best target. You can see here another quarreler unit getting blasted. And I haven't even had time to focus fire their ranged units. Trying to get the Slayer unit around. So we're doing good damage, right? But it's just not enough. Iron Drake's coming in. They're going to pour into this Dwarf Warrior unit. Hitting the back of their own units too, but it didn't make a difference. Our Quarrelers are going to start doing some damage, but it's just not going to come fast enough. You can see this unit here is getting targeted. Their Thunderers actually have a nice raised position of fire. They're getting focus fired though. They're losing some guys. My center line is destroyed. 52 dwarfs left, but they come right through the back already. I get the miners in here. It just doesn't do much. I mean, it does a pretty good amount of damage, but not enough. Slayer's still trying to run in. Artillery's still raining in. Our center line is caught. Their leader's killing our dwarves. Groth is holding on. Groth's doing his thing. Our Quarrelers are trying to do damage right here. You see this Thunderer unit's beat. Gonna take out the Iron Drake unit here. Do substantial damage to them. Turning our artillery to focus fire on this unit here. Quarrelers sending shots in on the Thunderers, doing some damage. Not killing any of those. Their armor's thick. They combine fire. It's gonna be tough over here for our miners. They're just not fast enough to reach them before they get their volleys off. You can see a nice overview here. This line's spelling. Trying to put our shots in now on this unit. We do hit them pretty freaking hard. You can see it was a big hit right there. But we're routing. We're routing off. Damage being done all over the place. But our catapult line is about to be hit. Even though we're doing severe damage to the Thunderer unit. Like, routed them off. The Hammerers are coming in to try and help us out. They had some Iron Breakers. That was an excellent throw. We're trying to return fire here. It's not quite working. Our Slayers successfully destroyed their artillery. But it's too little too late. Balance of power isn't that bad, but a lot of that lies in our artillery, and I have no way to defend them at the moment, so... Because all of our boys routed off this way. So the Slayers are going to get into our artillery here. And that's not ideal. It's not ideal. We've done no damage to Buckthorn. Putting some rounds in on the Hammerers, which was a good round right there. Whoever fired that volley, it was solid. Our boys are trying to hold on. Groth is doing what he can, but he's starting to take damage now. We're hitting this unit here pretty strongly. And we did a lot of damage all around. It's really just that we could not hold on. Small units now sending some shots in, trying to do damage. Against heavily armored opponents, so it's just not likely to do much. Groth is holding on. He's going to hit as much as he can. Our artillery is about to fall. We're trying to throw some units back into the fray. I want to take out this Thunderer unit here, which I believe we might successfully do. A Giant Slayer is coming to support them, though, and we were never going to successfully beat that unit. Nonetheless, our warriors charge, fighting to the last breath. Thane's trying to finish off the Iron Drake unit here. We're fighting over here. Our Edge Throwers somehow are holding on. Groth Hogmog is doing everything he can. Some shots are raining in. Cut down over here. Groth has successfully beaten down this Iron Drake unit pretty much entirely. It's just got one guy left, and he should go soon. If he wants to take care of it. There it goes. Iron Drake unit depleted. Trying to put some shots in on Blackthorn. Black Buckthorn, that is, but it's just too little too late. There's no chance we could do enough damage to him. Another ranged unit coming in. The Slayers obviously were victorious, I believe, on their end. Here they are. They're going after our Scally Dragon Slayer here. And it's too little too late. The army losses will kick in here pretty soon. We do end up doing a lot of damage to that Slayer unit. Almost finishing them off. But we're routing off. We can't do enough damage to their ranged units. Unfortunately, Groth is defeated here at sea. Well, definitely a little upsetting here. Could not finish off his forces before our army losses kicked in. Did not do enough damage to their lord there to get them to trigger. Luckily for us, Groth is immortal. Unfortunately, our Thane there, don't believe he was, the Dragon Slayer. Alright, so with him wounded, it's just an opportunity for us to eventually give him a new force. I probably won't even recruit an army immediately.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
For the sole reason that we're going to have a shit ton of money coming in now for a while.
Master engineer at
And
your
Morgrim
service.
Dumbtamer is going to head on back
Beards and belts. The rules
towards
are
this
ready.
general area.
Dutch then.
So that we can get an army up and running for our boy. As a matter of fact, we can get to tier 4 pretty soon. That's worth doing now. No doubt. It's definitely, we got Gore. He made a move.
Time for a reckoning.
Didn't even know he was over here, huh? He decided to just leave Silver Pinnacle. Alright, well, for obvious reasons, we're gonna go fight Gore.
For the wisdom of Valea.
I wonder if he'll just come at me
No happening.
with a very injured army.
Beards swords in belts.
Hello.
Moving. I'm the one in charge round here.
They're not friends, right? Let me just double check.
Find out how I became tyrant.
Yeah, no. Alright. And this army's not going to attack me,
Summon me
so
if you dare.
no chance they'll come at me.
No one tells a tyrant what to do.
As you can see, that would be ridiculous for them to do. So I want Grimgore to come at me, not at Mount Silverspear, although knowing Grimgore, that's what he's going to do. Okay, we had Sure Flesh going after Valea's Sorrow.
Retake the realm.
Thorgrim in need of some recuperation. Still needs to recruit more troops. Can't get much here. Valea's Sorrow could be in trouble. I'm gonna have to fight that battle. And I will. I got a catapult, and I will be fighting that if they attack with specifically just that army.
King acts.
And I do think it's time to move Thorgrim. Khazuuuuk needs to finish getting their shit together. Thorgrim needs more infantry. That aren't miners. Okay, let's hustle back over here. Maybe scare Chirraflesh away from Valea's Sorrow. Tier 3 Iconic Draws is probably a good idea. So we'll go ahead and do that. Especially with the amount of money coming in now that we have. Not too worried about it. I'm very upset about that army getting destroyed. It really slows down the plans I had there. But hopefully Khazuuuuk can get get himself going here against Grimgore. Otherwise, I don't think there's much we can do other than giving a skill point here. I don't know. Let's just go down to the blue line now at this point. Alright, is it time? Valea's Sorrow. I do want to build this building here, but I'm not sure if I can get away with it right now. Are there any Grungni Lords to recruit? No. We'll have to pick a new... Well, we'll wait for Groth. I think that's what we'll do. Not sure how long he's wounded for. 3 turns. Yeah, we're going to get Groth back in here. We'll get a Thane back up and running. Can't get it there. Okay, well, otherwise I think things are good. We are doing okay. We're off to the next turn. Alright, well, Grimgore has just decided to come and attack Mount Silverspear. I can't do anything about this, so... Nah, fair amount of damage. We'll see what he does with the settlement. Alright. So they did run away. That's good. Garrison there is... No, that's because our garrison's full health at Valea's Sorrow. Let's get walls up there. And I suppose let's get some frontline infantry. It's going to take time. But Thorgrim's going to have to be sort of defending around here. The High Elves can do their thing. Yeah, so Grimgore decided to occupy, and I don't want him marching up over this way, so I'm going to have to press him. No other way to go about that. Still want to replenish, though. I maybe could have set up an ambush for him to come back towards the Tower of Gorgoth. And I will do that, because we'll still replenish. And if he does come this way, we would cap him, so that would be great. Because that garrison's fine, I could just leave that settlement. The high place, however, is vulnerable to him jumping over, as are a few other settlements, so... It might be time to build that army. Pillars of Grungni needs to get upgraded solely for a proper barracks to come into place. Let's check recruitment here. That's good. That's good. We got that.
Valea's will binds me to you.
And I'm still going to trait farm a wee bit. Barkvar, I'm just going to get it walled up. just so that that major hold there is super secure. See if we have any money upgrades. I think there was one up here. Can't afford it anymore. That's fine. Thorgrim is still gonna hold here. We are gonna get him into Valea's Sorrow. This Khazuuuuk will be fine. That's gonna be done soon.
Let's march.
And we'll get him maybe a front line of blasting charges for the time being. A couple heroes, not a move. Let's just get him going. I know the other one's that guy. Building upgrades. It's all growth buildings at this point, so we're just going to hold off. We're going to let this massive income help build up our inner regions, as we haven't really lost any territory other than that, so it's not panic mode. There's no panic mode. That guy's just an ass, that's all. They're still sitting over here, just want to double check. Presence of 4. They might be making their way up. We'll see. If so, I can always get a regiment of renown army pretty quickly with this amount of income. And we're off. Alright, so Grimgore has indeed just attacked. We do not lose any troops here. I'm going to auto-resolve to wipe his army out in totality. We don't lose any full units is what I meant. So execute and loot is always the play. In my opinion, I don't really need control or growth in this particular province. Alright, so Khazuuuuk doing that is excellent. He's now got that all taken care of over here, which is important. I'm not sure where that ogre army went. Perhaps it escaped back to the sentinels, I would hope.
Onward.
We are going to need to press this. That's an insane amount of replenishment for them to have over the course of one turn. Still decisive low, we don't lose any units. Very low casualties, actually. Mostly gobos. We'll occupy, get this province back up and running. Silver Spear itself will not be upgraded. I mean, I want to upgrade it, I just don't think I can properly defend it. As you can see, Howling Rock even has a full stack of Darkland Orcs there, so Khazuuuk's going to be busy. We primarily need replenishment, which is what we'll put here. Continue to boost that. Alright, let's check where the vampires are at. There's Aranessa, so yes, we do need a regiment of renown army. Huh. Because she is not going to hold back.
Send me to vengeance.
For the time being, I'll add some troops there. And some Skaven infantry. They'll hold out enough. I guess just regular dwarf warriors would be good, though. Because really, I just need them to hold more so than do their little explosive damage, so I will do that. As we continue to upgrade Valea's Sorrow. Alright. Don't want to spend too much money over here. We have to defend this area against the vicious bitch that is Aranessa. Do I have a guy for the job there? I don't want a Grungni Lord to die. We have a Rune Lord of Valea. Mr. Yanni. Mr. Yanni Arkandrus Carlson. He's gonna be the guy.
Armed and ready. I suppose so.
I can do some allied recruitment too. I'll tell you what, I'll get my front line from allied recruitment. Okay. Front line probably consisting of Longbeards. Because we can get some good ranged units here. Or we can just, actually front line can just be Slayers, for being honest. Because then I have limited choice otherwise, so sure. Very Slayer heavy emphasis, especially, well, you know, when your grudges are all, the people are angry, they're going to want to go die, according to Dwarf lore. I wish I could see what she kind of had. She has some really long-range deck gunners.
Armed and ready.
I think cannons would be good for deck gunner destruction. Oh, oh, oh. Can we get one at a time? No, we'll get 2 cannons. That still leaves us with 12. 2 corollary units could be good as well.
Master of Runecraft.
And I won't get the Regiment of Renown units until I absolutely have to. So, this will, for now, this will be a good start. And we can focus on getting other things done, like money. I believe. Stone Mine Tower. Can actually start building walls there, as I do want to do that. Get that up to snuff, and get the money up to snuff. Just build up Stone Mine Tower. It's going to be... It's already proven to be a very defensible point. And also a point where the enemy wants to attack. So Greasus is here. He'll run off.
For the wisdom of Valea.
He will run off. Let's get our quarrelers going over here. We're going to have to prepare for an attack from both them and likely the ogres as well. So this general area right here is going to be important for us to defend. Still have a little bit of money left. Debating what I want to do with it. That's likely.
Retake the
I suppose because we're over here, may as well do Valea's Sorrow. It'll actually be cheaper too. So, let's check for ally missions right quick. Khazuuuuk has one. The army leader there, sure. I do think he's going to come down towards us. Okay. We're definitely in a hold on sort of period in the campaign. Won't be doing too much pressing, I think, at the moment. That's being done for us. I mean, I do need to develop relations with our guy here.
Will be inscribed in clinker rune, binding, enduring.
This is solid. It works our way towards a. Okay, that's as much as I'm going to get. It works our way towards an alliance, which I think would also settle this grudge. See, no, I have to capture and occupy it. Yeah, so that's sort of an issue with that whole agreement there. They might lose it to a revolt, or just to the Skaven in general. And if I can get a confederation with either of these, eventually, I would like to. We're going to talk to both these dwarf factions here.
In these dark times, perhaps we should stop.
I think in the long run, even though he canceled this before, I think it's worth it as a whole to be friendly with them. So that's what we'll do. Now we can upgrade another position here at Ekron, perhaps Dragonhorn Mine. It is our southernmost hold. I will get walls up at Dragonhorn Mine as quickly as possible. We want to develop that region. High Place can now get upgraded as well. Khazuuuuk needs some time to heal, and we are ready to go. So Emperor Karlfranz wants us to go to war with Visenland. They're currently a trade partner, so I will decline. Alright, Groff Hogmog is ready. That's what I want to hear. Queek is in attack range. Interesting. No artillery in that force. I want to keep recruiting, but it is interesting. So, can I have... Okay, 4 total. Pistoliers could be interesting. And that they'd be good at getting rid of enemy artillery. I mean, so would the Reichsguard. Oh. Something to think about there, but Queek, for now we're going to hold here. No need to overpress. Black Iron Mine. Get more trade resources there. For now, this is about growth and replenishment. So they're no longer there. I would are they at war? No, they're friendly. I'd imagine they move this way.
The axe thirsts for war.
I still want to recover for one more turn before I think about moving around too much with Khazuuuk, so that's what we'll do. Let's not get a lord, most likely. I'm just looking, see if anything happened here. Let's get ourselves... I'm going to continue to, like, forget to trade farm properly.
Well,
What are we even working on? Increasing our income? Okay. Where's Groth? Let's get Groth up and running.
Let us begin.
Actually earned a skill point from that last battle. Or should we go down with Groth? 2 skill points here. We could get Inquiring Mind right this moment, which, you know what, I will. I will. Upkeep reduction for the army and a research rate buff.
It is time.
A singular runesmith.
A runesmith's duty is never done.
That's
And-
on wheels, lad.
One of them. I don't even want a Thane. We're not going to worry about them
If you dare.
at the moment. Okay, so the time to recruit is definitely now. What kind of army would I be giving him? I'm going to give us a little thought. We could get Longbeards eventually. That'll take time. Time I don't really have. I can actually get Hammerers and Ironbreakers pretty soon. 7 turns total away, which is a long time, but I think it's worth waiting. Araness has made her move. Okay, no Slayers available. Okay, we're still at 14 here with Kadrin. If we were at 16, I would get 2 of them. But because we're at 14, I think 2 Quarrelers is still the best way to go. Could just get Great Weapon Quarrelers, but it doesn't do much for me. Maybe in the Balance of Power at night. I think melee defense is more valued. Alright. And otherwise, I think we're going to need pretty much all of the regiments of renown that are available. And then we'll get this. And then we'll be able to take out Aranessa. I mean, clearly the balance of power is already in our favor. But we can actually use Yanni to go cause some havoc down here. I think we're going to do that. It's a mishmash of an army, but it might be fun to see on the battlefield. Okay. Kari Drawn could use a little upgrade for Keish.
Let us begin.
I think that's going to get upgraded. Just double checking. Some other things. Yeah, we're going to do that. Like, where's our money going to go? That's what I'm thinking here.
Grimnir's axe thirsts.
Growth isn't needed for now. Don't need to spend money on that. Kind of want to kill this guy. Just to get rid of him. He's very... hurt my feelings, you know. Can't be doing that. Just casually. I already got those. Okay, just double checking everything. And I believe we're good to go. We'll see what happens with these orcs. I think they're somewhere coming towards us. Why wouldn't they go towards us, you know? Okay. Here we go. Alright, so we have the right... we're going to right the wrong. That's what we're going to do. We're going to right that wrong. Thorgrim's army's looking solid. Aranessa has moved up. And he can... well, we got some construction over here.
The axe thirsts for war.
Oh no, it's Kark Draws. I beg your pardon. Let's get that building up. And let us build... let us take care of a few other things, huh? Let's go here. Another... well, this doesn't increase the capacity. Not until rank 4. And this increases the capacity for Runesmith, so we'll do that. Get that building up. Alright, I'm now thinking we push... part of me wants to go Howling Rock, right? But I can't leave my south too exposed, because they still aren't at war. I don't know where that army is, though.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Wish I can recruit a hero. to go look for me. We're almost at the point where we can get that to tier 4, which wouldn't be a bad thing at all. The Varenka Hills are pretty secure, so I will upgrade them. Let's see if we have any more Slayers. No. What are the odds? I mean, that says pretty high. With 16.
Don't I?
Pyrrhic High. I mean, I don't think... I mean, look at all this range. Like, yeah, I can kill them in a melee fight, but am I even gonna reach them before they do enough damage to me? Alright, there's 2 Slayers and an ROR. She has Zufbar 42 pounders. I'm gonna auto-resolve. I honestly think I would lose this fight. My cannons can't do enough damage to the ranged units, like to the deck gunners, or these guys right here are very concerning, because they'll just melt my Slayers as we try to approach. So no, we're all resolving. It's a victory, it wipes them out. We'll get the Oath Gold and the money.
Not this, officer.
I will finish them.
Vengeance!
That I will do. Oh god. Alright, well this one we're going to jump in and make it quick. I don't want to lose all of my units. Yanni is ready to take out this force. It's going to be real quick. I'm going to actually accelerate this battle. As you can see, our cannons are just going to rain into them as they advance. Just bang bang, a lot of dead fucking zombies. Just consistently, just dead zombies everywhere. As they approach, we're going to start sending in some rounds on these guys. They're going to fall. And army losses kicks in pretty quick. There she blows. We win. Alright, got our job done there. Again, the reason I attacked that time and not the last time against Aranessa is that I just felt like I could do a better job in that particular battle than what the auto-resolve was going to give me. And that's really all we need from Yanni, to be fair. I mean, I don't think we're going to need much more from him. But I'll give him Special Wrath. The Special Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Because really what I'm going to want to do is upgrade all this stuff. And now that her army is gone, there's more military presence there. So I will hold just in case she sends more troops. But his army isn't going to be permanent, I don't think.
The High King.
Okay, that however is.
Retake the realm.
And Thorgrim's good to go. The Skaven are being pressed everywhere. Last time he moved in this general area. We have Dalids of Barden over here, who we have good relations with.
Iron will. What brings you?
Would you give me...
First we drink, then we talk.
Perhaps I can gift them settlements in exchange for Karakazko. It's a possibility. I need a settlement he's going to want, though. Which it would seem. We have a Dwarven Elven War on the cusp. It's on the cusp. Alright, Khazudor's ready to move. We're going to go for the Howling Rock, I think. I don't want to leave myself too exposed to the ogres, but I know what I can do against an ogre army with a garrison. So I am going to come this way. Only that far at first, just in case they're right here. Okay. Well, there's nobody there. How many settlements do they have? 2? They're almost dead. It might be good to just wipe that out and potentially even take these 2 settlements.
To war. Sure enough.
Problem is, can I defend them? I don't think so. I like the idea of Drakenmore being a defensible position for us, especially because it seems like our boys have held on against the other army that they had. And he's dealing with Morglis, so it's... I was going to say, let's help him decide what he wants to do, but hopefully he chooses the right option. Silver Spear, we're not upgrading it yet. I still don't want to do that. Alright. Azul is fine. We're good over here. Yanni's doing a great job. Hopefully this guy comes around eventually. He still has only that many troops. I can kill him. Because I tell you what, I want to do that for sure. Outpost check would be a good idea, actually. Because I don't think I've built a proper post. And look, we have so many allegiance points. Oh, look at this. Nothing. Fyldorf is the only semi-decent one. We have an outpost there. I can build an outpost at Vitevo. I mean, horse archers. I don't really need anything special like that, but horse archers and winged lancers, no. It's not worth the 2,000 from what I'm seeing. I mean, sure, they answer a problem, but I don't even think it's worth answering. Alright, we're moving on. Headed stuff. Whoa! Hello, boys. So, Queek Headtaker's got. He's dead. Bye-bye, Queek. Alright. They want a military alliance. They're at war with the followers of Nagash, who I don't think is... That's not bad. I think I can accept this, to be honest with you. Let's, do a little extra money. I want to sort of accept this, but... I also need Asgal, bro. I need Asgal. How am I going to get them to confederate? Alright, I'm going to have them be my ally. And hopefully they get beat down by somebody, and then they'll confederate. I don't mind having him as an ally. A civil war between dwarves. Oh, it does... it gets lost because we can no longer declare war on the person there. That's fine. I would like Slayers coming in. I mean, the research rate buff is cool. Construction cost, but, you know, Slayers are still cool. So Crooked Fang Fort. I don't know how I feel about these.
I see the
Still basic armies.
Throw bearers! Let's march!
Do I need Crooked Fang Fort? No. Not really. Not really. I think it's time we get Thorgrim one more unit.
March!
And then we fight his battles. We fight his quest battles. I think that's what time it is.
One rug!
We finally give him his goodies. I'm gonna go with Deadly Onslaught for Mr. Thorgrim. Getting ourselves sorted. Yanni is fine. Their military presence is no longer there. But they haven't moved in this general area.
For the wisdom
Very
of the
curious. I have a lot of shit to build. Obviously, I do want more Thanes, and you could just recruit them. It's only 850 for that? Wow, that's pretty cheap. It's only 850 for that, too. Oh, yeah, our construction cost is very low now. That's wild. Because I definitely want to recruit that. I also want that. 680? Holy crap. This stuff is so cheap. Alright, that is incredible. I mean, I just upgraded this entire settlement for an insanely low amount. That's crazy. I'm very happy with that. Okay.
time for a reckoning.
Khazuuuk can't reach.
Aye, grudges will be settled.
Yeah, so it can't raid too much.
For clan honor.
They have military presence there. What kind of military presence do you got?
March.
Warg. Nothing special.
As the High King commands.
I still want to know, maybe he'll come this way to try and raid me, and I can be prepared for that. Okay, anything in particular that I want upgraded? Yes. More resources is good. I think it's... Does Grungni also lower construction costs? I think he might. Ah, yeah. So, that's why it's so cheap, which is actually quite nice. I accidentally stacked up the Grungni trait in order to make things proper right cheap, you know? I'm gonna continue to trade farm a little here. Every other turn, I guess you could say we're doing that. Got some missions. Penny Horn of Gold, can't guarantee that. Warg I can guarantee. Oh, spamming out, spazzing out. Garrison Lord, who is this? Yanni? Yeah, Yanni's chilling. You want Black Buckthorn to come back down here to die. He will. I think we could start worrying about Ekrund as well. Let's get Ekrund going. The Western Badlands can become a little bit more powerful. It's a very large region. Sort of just empire building at this point. I know it's not the most fun thing to watch, but I'm glad for you guys sticking around. Alright. And we're like doing the administrative stuff, you know. We are moving on. Quite the insult. Oh god, they're friends with Goldtooth. Yeah, the fucking Cathayans, man, they're corrupted. They're like the Order faction that's very different than the others. Power Legion destroyed. Khazador is here. Their presence continues to rise. Is this the same? Yeah. Oh, imagine trying to defend this region? Jeez. Okay. We're gonna take Howling Rock. I don't know where their forces went, but... Thank you for the settlement.
Let us begin.
No, we'll keep that.
What?
We'll keep that. As we work Khazador towards his immortality, let's just get him going with more hit points. Desolation of Drakenmoor is something I want. Silver Pinnacle wouldn't hurt. The Blasted Wastes would be a decent region. So Nagrand, that's their main hold, huh? Pushing towards Cathay's mountains here. I mean, I need another army to come this way to help. Because right now our western front isn't that... It's not that bad. I mean, as long as we can try and, like... You know, I don't want to be fighting this guy. Like, what if I did that? Forget about Equitane. What if I just did that? I just don't want him to be too angry with me, you know?
You dare
Alright, alright. I dare travel. They're very upset.
I suppose so.
Okay, Stone Mine Tower is good. He's still beat down.
My anger burns bright.
I'm going.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
He runs? You run?
For Karazankor.
You fool. For Groth. Mostly for that Thane. See if we can get some money here. I don't think I'll be able to win. If they give me... If it's any type of army that's fairly large, they're gonna die, so I'm just gonna wait. I'll take the easy money this time.
I'll cast the runes.
And I'll go back towards Stone Mine Tower. Good job, my dude. Let's get a route marcher.
I'm leaving.
Definitely walled up there. Thorgrim's pretty solid. I think I'm gonna fight one of his battles now. Silver Spear, I'm gonna upgrade it. Just gonna fuck around and try and get it done. It's worth doing. Their problem. You know, that's kind of the army I think we're going to move Garothy Boy over to fight. That's critical. Do the Pillars of Grungni need walls? Should the entirety of the Silver Road have walls? I suppose. But for now, we'll go money. And then eventually this growth building. I think it's going to become the wall. For sure. Just checking here. Barkvar to tier 3 is probably a safe play. We'll get new resources. I think it's the play. Because these two regions right here, the Blood River Valley and the Western Badlands, are very good. I mean, they're 4 settlement regions that's not common anymore on the map from what I've seen. I mean, you have 8 peaks over here with only 2. I'm sure it can grow rather quickly because of the goat farm, which I'll build. And it's an excellent place to hold out, especially when you have walls at both Valley of Sorrow and 8 Peaks. It's a very defensible region, but it would take ages to grow if you're a dwarf. With that said, I don't want to take ages just talking. Some guy, who hasn't moved?
For the wisdom of Valay.
Oh yeah,
Send me to vengeance.
I know who hasn't moved. It's Groth. And Thorgrim. So Thorgrim. The Axe of... Let's figure out which one of these we want to do. What does Thorgrim have on him? It's a great item. I'll give that to the Thane, I think, in his army. Magnificent. So it's not critical to get the armor immediately, unless it provides some other buff. No. The Dragon Crown of Karaz would be nice, as it gives control for all provinces. Yeah, we'll go for the Dragon Crown of Karaz. I don't have enough to teleport. Ain't that a shame? I'm gonna upgrade that still. Just so you know. The Dragon Crown of Karaz. Is it because I'm in camp stance that I cannot do this? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I probably waited too long. This is gonna be a walk in the park. With reinforcements, they don't get any. Here we go. Thorgrim wants his Dragon Crown of Karaz. Zagrim Beefison out in the front, drawing fire, doing some damage to this lord. Him and his big old... Oh yeah, it took some nice hits from the cannons. I adjust the fire from our catapult, but the cannon hit there, I mean, that's a massive amount of damage at the onset of a battle. And you can see there, the Corollary unit already taking shots from... I can't even hit them, the Doomdiver catapults. They're in a very good position to do damage to us. And that unfortunate Corollary unit is the one they chose, so... Our cannons are starting to send shots in elsewhere. Goblin archers getting beat down. All over the place, some damage is being done. Our defensive line is stout and strong, and we are ready to do some damage. We're going to catch that Goblin Wolf Rider out. More Goblin archers getting hit. They'll rout off pretty soon. Zagrim gets hit a little early. He gets beat down a little bit by this lord, but we come in. Unfortunately, I think Thorgrim's magic missile didn't want to work there. As I'm sure that's in cooldown mode. Some Zufbar pounders into the back of those goblins, beat him down. He tries to come after our gyro bomber, hack foe spike. We move out of the way. Gifts from above. Put in a little bit of bombing run there. Putting in some good gunfire now onto hack foe spike. He's gonna go down. He's getting fired on by our thunderers, and now he's... Oath of Vengeance, less melee defense, bang. Basically no melee defense. Every hit's gonna land, and he'll drop very quickly. Say bye-bye. He tries to fly off unsuccessfully. The enemy lord's dead. They have some reinforcements coming in. As do we, by the way, the Empire. Sigmar! We're coming on in here. We're ready to go. Everybody's going. Just cavalry, spiders, nothing special. Centaur cannons, I wanted them firing at this Rock. We should be landing some shots. It moved at the right time, so the Rock will make it in. They just keep picking on this poor Quarreler unit. It's very unfortunate for that Quarreler. Gonna melt some wolf chariots. Very nice. Very nice. Wolf chariots get absolutely yeeted. The Ragnarok's getting pinned down. It's really just cleanup time. Some of our troops are going to deal with these spiders very soon. You can see they've turned. They're facing them. They're getting ready to charge. Hammerers, Dwarf Warriors. Everybody. We hate these Squirrelby scum. We're going to start chopping down spiders. Some dwarves go flying, but they'll get up. These spiders are going to curl up in their little balls, all dead. They do end up charging into our Iron Drakes, but luckily they're very tough. You can see the Arachnarok's taking some serious fire right now. Leadership problems as well. We're focus firing the Arachnarok from all around. Thorgrim's hanging out, just yelling about some kind of grudge over there in the corner. Cutting down the spiders. The Arachnarok is getting ready to rout. Zogrim's holding his own against many enemies. As he does. He's excellent with that hammer. Ragnarok's running away. They do have a giant and some other units coming in here, but it's not enough. It's nowhere close to being enough. Our Thane beat down Sour Eye Gouger. Really well done. Everyone's routing over here. It's time to deal with the giant when it comes over this hill. We're going to reform a little bit upon the destruction of the Arachnarok, or just the send-off. I'm going to put some fire on the Goblin Wolf Riders here. Help out our allies. As you can see, their health's going to deplete. Uh-oh. Little brain burster in. That's going to hurt everybody and rout off their own units. The giant's coming in. Our Thane is... I'm a little worried about the Thane fighting the giant, although 91 melee defense is good. But he did still take a big plunk there. A second big plunk. Thorgrim's going to launch a little bit of a magic missile at this giant's dome here. Snipe I mean, it has so much health, but it did a good amount. And now he's going to get in. All the debuffs on this giant. It's going to have very little melee defense. The Oath of Vengeance. The Master Rune of Spite. Combine that with Thorgrim's high melee attack and high melee defense with Standard Ground active. And he is just not going to take much damage while dishing out a lot of damage. The trolls, they're just going to troll around. They're not going to last long. As you can see, they're getting cut down. And this giant's about to go. Oath of Vengeance still active. It's quite a long debuff, actually. Thorgrim gets a couple more hits in there. Some ranged units as well. And there is the army losses. The Dragon Crown of Kharaz is ours. It went very well. The quest is complete. We did lose a lot of a single unit of Quarrelers. Many men in that unit perished, unfortunately. But they will return. And we now have the Dragon Crown of Kharaz, which opens up the pendant that he had, which was, I think, the Talisman of Endurance. We can go on our boy here.
What?
Let's get him ranked up. Blade Master. Just fully kitted out now. When it comes to his skills. Over here, Deadly Onslaught, about time. That's fine with me. Let's get him inside the settlement.
Virgin bolts.
Oh no.
Muster arms.
Let's get inside the settlement to replenish in a little bit, and then we'll move on from there. That's excellent replenishment rate in this particular region. That's really good. Alright. Now, I did say, on Silver Spear, it's gonna get us love again.
For the wisdom of the land.
All of these other locations Don't need too much, though. Pillars of Grungni or Karag Brindaraz can get an upgrade. Why not? I also think more Dwarf Beer is cool with me. More Dwarf Beer or a better Garrison. Or we can get Khazuuuuk going and growing a bit more. I'll do that. I'll also forge another Iron Warden's Tankard. It will absolutely be necessary. Now, Groff, you tell me, sir, you have one. Story Cragbrow, pardon me, needs one. Faux show. Anything here? I mean, I guess we can actually merge that or get rid of that. Khazador, Thorgrim. I mean, we don't need that item, but we'll hold on to it in case we can indeed merge it. This is Khazador. All of the other stuff here is fine. I won't be giving him much else now, it seems. Perhaps an ancillary. Choirmaster's fine. There's a gem cutter in his current region. Sure. Sure. Powder maker not needed. Stone mason. Sure. We'll come around eventually there. Troll Slayer. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get them. All of those. I'm gonna do the same thing here for man, who is this? Dumb Tamer. Morgrim Dumb Tamer is all set. In terms of magic items, can't really give him anything just yet. We'll work on that. But with that, that's the end to part 10. Excited to get into part 11. I will see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.